Getting money since I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out the back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
A full house expected here tonight, Coach. Over 70,000, and the fans still filing into Mercedes-Benz Stadium just west of downtown Atlanta. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Sunday. Watch the eye. Shift. Kill. Check 37.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. This is Corey Clement, the 3rd-year back from Wisconsin. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Sunday. Go. Check 9. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check your hot read. Deuce.
On the toss, here's Johnson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Mike.
Here we go. 180. Hey, empty.
59. Mike, 59.
General West.
Check.
On second down, Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
Kill.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing his Wentz. Screenplay, Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Crash.
54, south.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Run you over. 47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike 47. Watch the screen.
58. Hey. High 7.
Big gas.
Got it.
7's the Mike. 47's the Mike.
Hey, check.
47's the Mike.
Now Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jones. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Wentz. Bringing it in. Jackson left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run. A first down.
A gain of 22 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
49-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Falcons' 49-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They go back to the ground, this time Clement. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll try and run here with Clement. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down, Eagles.
Go. 180. Hey, ram. Switch. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Kill. Shit. Check 52. Tight yard. Check. Fresno. He's coming. Down the man inside.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Under 10. Kill.
On 2nd down now. It's Johnson. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here we go. 280. Great.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. obviously they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with.
Well, they try to shuffle pass, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 99. Check 99. Slam, slam, slam. Check 43. No.
The toss, left side, Johnson. And he's got room. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. It's a gain of 35. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
It's a jet sweep as they get this to Jackson. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for them to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for them. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
Go. 120.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
They'll run with Clement, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Corey Clement, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Got it. Got it.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
51, Sam. Hey, Alpha.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 2nd down, it's Freeman. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready. Hey, free plans.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Alert 3. Alert 3. Say.
Got it. 51.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Hey, check.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Left side completion to Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Hey, D-back, let's go. Pick it up, D.
21. At the 18-yard line.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And Freeman lost the football. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They don't want it.
Ready, blue 80. White 25. 39.
They're running, man. Chance. 58. My five.
Bravo.
Give me that ball.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. And he whips that one incomplete there. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Watch the screen. And 58 is
11.
58's the mic. Hey, I'm coming after you. 58.
Ready, son? Hey, Charlie.
58.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 4th down, and out comes the Falcon kicker, Giorgio Tavecchio. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do give 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Second and 10. At the 19-yard line.
Forward, Tokyo. Kill.
Mike 29. I don't think you got it, son. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz, he's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. Third down and 10 yards to go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
A final shot before half for Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our vid. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Hey, Haywood. Ready to go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan, he completes it to Jones. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Throwing on third and long. Ryan, he's going to fire one deep over the middle. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Let's go,
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. And he floated one out there incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's third down.
And now offensively it's third and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before this worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Hey, wahoo!
47 Mike, 47 Mike, Mike 47, I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
51, sub.
Check.
25, check 25, check 25. Hey, express. All right, 25, good.
After the interception, here's Ryan. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they'll get this down to the 10. That puts them in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19.
First down and goal to
Hey,
go.
check.
47's the mic.
6'6", bullet high. Wait.
Know your job. You gonna take it.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Hatchet.
51, sub. Hey, sub.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and run. Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
Here we go. 20!
55 to mine. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check. Lucky. Kill. Jumper.
List 5-7.
Check 4. Check it back.
List 5-2. List 5-2.
Check
24.
Now Wentz. Flush to his right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman.
Number 24, Devontae.
A gain of 3, second down.
second and 7 at the 27-yard line.
Wait!
Here we go.
Blue draw quarters.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Check.
Baby, that's baby side. Mike 5. Mike.
Hey, orbit.
I got you, son.
From the 27, Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
A gain of 10 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 34-yard
Ready.
line.
You must be. 21.
Switch.
39.
58. Come on.
Hey, Zoo.
Come on.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
Get up.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
You see me out here. That's right. We can't be stuck.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Get up. 60 or. Hey, Sam off.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Check 31. Check 31.
On first down, it's Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Back at the 25-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Kill. Sponge.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. David Johnson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
All day, just like that. Check nickel. Undercrush.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check. Crunch. Check.
Ready.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. He'll have a first down past the 40.
Come on.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just one fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Hey, South, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 25 tonight. 51 to Mike.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Mike, 51. They're going to need some therapy after this. Check 13. Check 13.
Gun.
Ryan. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
First down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the give, running right is Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Here we go. 180! Sunday!
On first down, they run with Howard. And some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They toss to Freeman. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
It's a gain of 5.
20.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
58's the money. 58's the money. Here we go.
21.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Again, they'll run with Freeman. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 9. Hey, Tuesday. Check.
Get the ball. Mike 5.
Now it's Ryan. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well. If they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Hey, exit.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Ryan, and he's going to go down again. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
54, South.
51 for Mike, boy. 51. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off.
Got it.
Deuce.
22. Ready to go.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Army. Slam.
They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made by the 2nd-round pick, Isaiah Oliver. You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really